Bella Salon and Day Spa, located at 41 West Main Street in Northeast Pennsylvania, proudly supports Chautauqua Sunrise and its volunteers. More information at bellasalonanddayspa.net. Westfield Memorial Hospital provides high-quality health care to residents of Western New York, offering patients the most sophisticated medical advancements while keeping the ease and familiarity of a community hospital. Support for Chautauqua Sunrise has been provided by WRFA 107.9 FM, Jamestown's public radio station, streaming online 24/7 at WRFALP.com. Low power to the people. Chautauqua Sunrise is made possible by a grant from Fredonia Place, a continuing care retirement community providing dignity in a modern luxury environment. Meter's Restaurant, a family tradition for over 50 years in downtown Ripley, is a proud supporter of Chautauqua Sunrise. Meter's provides all-day dining, banquet services, and custom catering, specializing in pie. From the Access Chautauqua Studios in Mayville, it's Chautauqua Sunrise. Chautauqua Sunrise is hosted by Doc Hamels and supported by the award-winning volunteers at Access Chautauqua. We are here to share local news, colorful interviews, and events of interest to everyone. Chautauqua Sunrise is broadcast live Saturday mornings each week from 9 to 10 a.m. Send events via email or call us live. Check us out on YouTube and Facebook. And now, from the Access Chautauqua Studios, it's Chautauqua Sunrise.
Happy Saturday, everybody. I'm Doc Hamels, and welcome to Chautauqua Sunrise. Well, I hope you all got through Christmas holiday and Hanukkah. We did at our house. Lots of presents and lots of food and long naps just to get through all that. So I hope you had a great time with all your family and friends. Boy, the weather has been sort of the topic lately. Kind of crazy. It was like 57 degrees yesterday morning and ended up in the, 30s this morning. Kind of a weather swing in there. Kind of strange weather. I'm not complaining or anything like that, but when I was walking around with Brody yesterday, I was just having a look around and flies were buzzing by me. And it's like, where'd you come from? And then I swear I heard a peeper out in the woods. So they were waking up and the frogs were jumping around in my water gardens and fish were flying, yeah, well, it looked like they were flying, zooming around in the water. And it was like spring. It was weird. I know we have January thaw on that, but it's been exceptionally interesting and warm. So climate change, we'll see. Anyways, I want to say good morning to all our viewers right now that are watching us Access Chautauqua on channel 1301. I want to say good afternoon to all of our listeners on WRFA 107.9, low power to the people in Jamestown. Thanks for joining us Tuesdays at 1 o'clock. And hello to the world who are streaming live with us anywhere in the United States, across the North America or over into Europe, wherever. We've had viewers from everywhere lately. And so if you are interested, please leave us a little note and let us know where you're from and watching, because we'd love to track you. In fact, I think we should put a world map up on our wall here and put little pins in there so we can see where we're reaching. We've had Netherlands, we had New Jersey, they told me the other day, Arizona, Florida, just about Texas, I believe. So it's fun, and we're so glad that we're able to reach out to anywhere in the world, because we want to promote Chautauqua County and all the cool things here. And lots of people do come back in year after year after year and spread the good word about what we're doing out here. For those of you that are listening right now or watching, you might say, well, I don't know how to get you streaming. Well, here's the clue. You just go on Facebook, go to Chautauqua Sunrise, hit the like button, and whenever we're streaming, it'll pop up on your phone, and or if you're on Facebook, and it'll pop up with a notification, and you can watch us anywhere where you can use your internet or Wi-Fi, and you can take us with you anywhere, anytime in your travels. I know when I'm taking trips to Europe and things like that, I listen to various things like WRFA. I can listen to them while I'm in Europe because it's, on the internet. So anyways, check it out if you like. Let's see. So if you're interested in giving us a call today or have a comment, you have an announcement for your club or organization, I think it popped up a bit ago, give us a call at 753-5225, and the area code is 716. And that goes for anybody here in the United States or wherever. You can give us a call. Let us know if your organization's having something special going on, anniversary, birthday. You want to just ask a question of my guests today, my fine prognosticators that are coming on my show. For those of you that haven't watched the end of our season show, this is the final show of 2019. We always end the show, the season, with a show with the crew here, and we make predictions and resolutions. What did I say? At the end of the year, season, however you want to look at it. 2019 is the last show of the year, and so we're going to have the crew come on, and we're going to talk a little bit about some things as we look into the future of 2020. Gosh, some mornings are tough here for me. Anyways, be a lot of fun, and you can keep track of what we're talking about as we go along. So anyways, don't hesitate to give us a holler. Okay, I have a few announcements, and then we're going to get to my friends here at the station. All right, I'm in shock. I don't have anything from Infinity today. I don't know if that's ever happened before. We've done like 200 zillion shows, and they've always been there. Oh, well, maybe next week. All right, we're going to start right off with Rolling Hills Radio. All right, Ken Harley and Company, they have their radio show over at Shawbucks, and they're going to have comedian and musician Deidre Flint and blues artist Gordon Munding for episode 93 this coming Monday, December 30th. Deidre Flint is a Philadelphia-based singer-songwriter who stands at the intersection where stand-up and folk music collide. She's been a member of the renowned comedy music group Four Babes for almost 3 decades, initially filling a slot in the band once held by such folk notables as Mary Travers, Cheryl Wheeler, and Christine Lavin. Oh, my eyes are working weird today. Deidre won the prestigious Kerrville New Folk Award in the Falcon Ridge Showcase. Her music has been heard on World Cafe, Gene Shea's Folk Show, Nip Tuck, TLC's A Dating Story, TLC's documentary called Always a Bridesmaid, BBC's The Reclaimers, wow, The Dr. Demento Show, as well as a smattering of radio stations that you find down on the left-hand side of the dial. I'm not sure what that means. Rolling Hills radio host Ken Harley said the following: after the overwhelming response Christine Lavin got on our stages at Shawbucks and at the Chautauqua Amphitheater last season, recruiting her award-winning friend Deidre was a no-brainer. Jamestown loves comedy, and this artist is hilarious. I mean, you don't get on Dr. Demento's show singing love songs. I've never watched that show. I'm not sure what that is. Gordon Munding, on the other hand, takes the stage carrying his Oh, it's a very risque show. Okay. Oh, you'll have to tell me more later, Jeff. Gordon Munding takes the stage carrying his national steel guitar. Far from the fast lane of life, Gordon takes you back to the roots of acoustic blues and folk music from rural America. His playing is influenced by the likes of Doc Watson, Blind Willie McTell, and the slide guitar work of John Mooney and Guy Davis. Gordon has absorbed the styles of these artists and carries on the tradition of country blues. The blues legend Son House was found in Rochester, New York, toward the end of his life in relative obscurity. Gordon made it his business to familiarize himself with all things having to do with this great blues master including his unique playing style. And here's a quote: "It seems once in a while you run into someone with prodigious talent who dedicates him or herself to a particular mission in blues that has more than its share of these priceless people. Gordon joins folks like Roy Bookbinder, Jorma Cohen, no, that's not how you say it, I can't say it, Kaukinen, Austin Walken Kane, and Andy Cohen as one of these people keeping this great American tradition alive, according to Hardley." The show starts at 5:30, December 30th at Shawbucks. They have their rolling happy hour. Then they shut down the bar and the food at 6:15. People take their seats, 10-minute intermission during the show, and then they have the meet and greet at the end. Tickets are $15, and if you're interested, give them a call at 294-0416. Okay, moving along, just down the road from here, the Children's Safety Education Village is offering babysitting classes also on the 30th. So you can get certified as a babysitter and go see these great fine musicians at Shawbucks. The classes are from 9 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. at the village. Each class is limited to 10 students. These are for younger folks. The class is normally at a cost of $75 per youth, but they are offering scholarships for everyone. This is a great opportunity for youth that watch their younger siblings or babysit for others as it teaches valuable safety skills. Registration is required. So give them a call over at the Children's Safety Education Village. Coming up on January 11th, we have Winter Visitors, Cardinals in the Snow. There's going to be a sip and paint event at the Grape Discovery Center on West Main Road in Westfield. Seating is limited. Please arrive 15 minutes early. Tickets are only $40. It includes everything to make a 16 by 20 painting and a complimentary glass of wine. For more information, give Lisa a call at 969-4859. Again, that's January 11th, Sip and Paint event. And then we have another Rolling Hills radio announcement. All right. This is episode 94, January 13th, and featuring a local favorite, Sean Patrick McGraw. McGraw's music might be described as something like Lyle Lovett singing Springsteen songs while wearing Dwight Yoakam's hat. As a Nashville songwriter, he has earned respect among his peers. His song Fiona won top honors at the 2007 Independent Music Awards, first place at the American Songwriting Competition and at the Mountain Stages New Song Festival, as well as being named finalist in the International Songwriting Competition and the Mid-Atlantic Song Competition. An esteemed Music Row critic columnist hailed Fiona as the classiest country rocker I've heard all year. McGraw tours extensively, including as the opener for Toby Keith, among others. Wow, that's cool. We explore every aspect of Americana music, and Sean has a genuine respect and feel for alternative country, a crucial subgenre. According to Rolling Hills radio host Ken Harley, he is indeed living the life of an American artist, which isn't easy. And I agree with that. Music is a tough business. And we have some other group coming called Uncle Ben's Remedy. The sound of Uncle Ben's Remedy is rooted in the small towns of Western New York, where community still matters and music is part of every event. The boys learn to play and sing in this small town atmosphere, giving their music the honest back porch feel of the country music they love. Uncle Ben's Remedy is Ben Westland, Harmony Griffin, Sean Hustis, Brendan O'Connor, and Jimmy Royce. Now those are names I could say. Playing all sorts of traditional and rock and roll instruments, and stomping the floors, all the while singing their hearts out in service to the song. They are rapidly gaining a reputation as a force to be noticed with their high-energy performances, full of humor, delivered in well-constructed songs. This is what Harley has to say. This is not the first time our show has had an up-and-coming musical entity take the stage. While they seem to be turning heads wherever they go, I'm not going to be surprised if these guys continue to surpass the expectations they had entering this lion's den of touring bands. Lion's Den of Touring Bands. Ken, what does that mean? It's a tough business. That's what that means. All Rolling Hills Radio regular shows take place at Schaubuck's, as we mentioned earlier, and the times are the same. $15 for the tickets, and if you're interested, 294-0416, or going to rollinghillsradio.org/tickets and get your tickets. Pretty simple. All right, we're going to take a little breather, and we'll be right back with our prognosticators.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. I'm a better neighbor because my service has taught me how important it is to be a team player. My training helps me in my classes when I must give attention to detail to the task at hand. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting nationalguard.com.
And before we go to my first guest, I want to do a shout out to Pete, the drummer. He ran into me yesterday, not literally, and we were talking about the show. So Pete, thanks for watching, and appreciate your good words about our show. Okay, as in the past, we have made predictions and so forth. We don't know who the prognosticator for 2019 is here. We're going to find out the results. Chris has been tabulating those for us, so we'll get him on later to see who could look into the future and know things. So this year, I did things a little differently. Rather than coming up with my own questions, I went out on the internet, and which is, of course, the source of all things that are true. And then I went even further, and I found a psychic that made a whole bunch of predictions, which, of course, must be true. And I grabbed a bunch of her predictions. And so what we're going to do today with the crew, one by one, is we're going to either agree or disagree with the psychic and to see if you're a better prognosticator than her or Punxsutawney Phil. So right off the bat, I want to welcome back to the show our good friend Randy Burt. Wait, Randall over here. What?
Hey, Jay, over here. Yeah, the bald-headed guy.
I couldn't tell which one was which there for a minute. So who do you have here, Randy?
Well, we always talk football.
Yes, well,
We always talk, you know who.
We know who.
The team up in Buffalo. Well, this year,
This year,
if I can get the hat off,
yes, sir.
it's the Vikings.
You think
They're going to be in the Super Bowl.
So that's I haven't even asked you that question yet.
I know, but I had to put in a word for the Vikings because for the last, how many months now, I've been hearing the word Bills.
Yeah.
My gosh, they won more in a game and they're going to the Super Bowl. Come on.
All
I'm
right,
going to go watch the Vikings.
All right, so
play.
you're going on a limb, and I'm going to make a note of this. You're saying Vikings are going all the way.
Listen, I need a hat.
All right, and you have your hat. All right, so you understand how we're going to do this. I'm going to ask you, I'm going to make a statement, and you either agree or disagree. Not the bald guy. Oh, the other bald guy. All right. So before we do that, Randy, you've been retired for a little bit now. So from your work over at Mapleville, right? So how's the retirement going?
It's like the dumbest thing I ever did.
Why?
It's just boring.
Boring.
I am so bored. My body's went to holy heck in the last few months. It's like, why did I do it? Well, tried to kill myself at the end of work, so got knocked off a machine and tried to knock some sense into my head.
Well, I'm sure over time, a lot of people I know when they retire, it's kind of a transition period. I'm sure you're going to find something to keep yourself busy.
What's really weird is you're only allowed to make so much money a year.
For now, yeah.
And so I had that before I retired, so then I have to go all the months without working. And now it's like you've gotten so lazy, it's like, I don't know. It's like I don't know if I'll ever get back into it. Probably not.
Well, the good news is I think it's when you hit 97, you can make all the money you want. But
Next year.
No, I think it's like
65,
66. So hang in there. Okay, are you ready? All right, here we go. So, do you agree or disagree with the psychic? All right.
Oh, I think I know the psychic.
I don't know. All right, so we're gonna do some politics, and we're gonna do some
Politics?
then we're gonna do some movie stuff, and then we're gonna do some technology, and then we're of course get to sports, and then the final question.
All
right.
right.
So these are her predictions, and I'm not having any particular opinion on these. Okay, so this is just a statement. So the statement is the Democrats will nominate either Warren or Bloomberg for president. The Democrats coming up for 2020. Agree or disagree? Warren or Bloomberg? I mean, either one of them. Not one of them, but either one of those.
They're desperate now. I'll agree.
You agree? All right. Put an A in that column. Trump will be elected but won't finish his second term.
I disagree.
You disagree. All right. I was kind of surprised by that, but I did read other psychics, and they all agreed with that. So the psychics, they're all on the same page on that. They think he's going to get elected, but won't finish out. All right, I looked this one up. Presently, gold is $1,511.24 an ounce. This psychic is predicting that it will hit $1,650 an ounce.
That's crazy. I'll agree with that
All
one.
right, you think that's going to go up?
Yep.
Okay. Now here's an interesting one.
Uh-oh.
All right, this summer, New York City will have a heat wave causing an electrical shutdown.
I disagree.
Disagree. I don't know how they know these things, you know? Okay, here's an interesting one. Greta Thunberg, I think that's how you say her name. She was the one that spoke to the UN about climate change. The prediction, she's from Sweden, the prediction is that she will receive the Nobel Peace Prize.
You know, she's from Sweden. I got relatives in Sweden. I'm going to agree.
You're going to agree with that,
Yes.
so you think that could happen. Now here's one I thought they were way out on a limb, but who knows? There will be a peace treaty signed in the Middle East.
I thought they had signed one a long time ago. They might sign it, but it won't last. I'll agree.
You agree with it? So there will be a one. You know, I hadn't thought of that. You know, this maybe she's kind of like banking both ends of the.
I think
of
they've
that.
been doing this way back into the Bible days over there. So yeah,
Okay. All right. So here's an interesting one. Trump will invite Kim Jong-un to Mar-a-Lago.
I'm going to have to disagree on that one.
You don't think
That guy don't look like he would know how to do anything in Key Largo or wherever.
He's not into golfing, huh?
No, he's not unless he's got a missile range he can play with.
Okay, now we're going to switch gears here. The psychic predicted at the Academy Awards that this movie will win Best Picture, called The Irishman. I didn't even hear of the movie. Have you heard of The Irishman?
I've never heard of it, but hey, those Irish people are pretty cool too. They're up in the area of Sweden, not too far. I'm going to agree.
You're going to agree that The Irishman is going to take the
and then I got
Best
to go
Picture.
see the movie.
All right. Now, this is going to make this. I can't wait for some of our other guys to come on here on this one. Mobile phones, okay, will have universal translation.
I agree.
You agree? Wow, you think the technology will take care of
I
that?
thought they already did, but yeah. I'll
Universal translation. That'd be cool. Okay, this one's right up your alley. Japan to complete building a robotic lunar outpost up on the moon. They're going to have a robotic lunar outpost. Japan.
I'm going to have to disagree.
Disagree.
Even though I believe they can do it, I'm going to disagree right now.
Okay, now, I know you could care less about this next question, but there are many of us that do care.
Uh-oh.
Are you ready for this one?
No.
Either the Broncos or the Chargers are going to sign in 2020 Tom Brady. No, I don't make this up. This was. It's gotta be
I
true.
disagree.
You disagree?
Yes.
All right. The guy's 42 years old, and
I
they're
think
saying
the
he's
Bills might try, but
oh my gosh! But Broncos or Chargers?
Yeah, I don't think
Super
so.
team. All right. Now the World Series
baseball?
baseball. Yeah.
Okay.
Houston Astros to win the World Series next year.
I don't follow baseball, but the psychic says yes, I'll say yes.
All right, so you agree with the
Agreed.
psychic. And for your final one, I didn't put this on the list because I thought I'd have like a tiebreaker just in case. Here at Chautauqua Sunrise, we've had Jim McQuiston on a couple times, and he's been following and has his theories about the treasure at the Oak Island site, right? So the question is, will they find real treasure at Oak Island? Yes or no?
I think they will.
You think so?
Yep.
All right,
Somebody's got to know something there.
So, yes.
I'm not going to dig a whole island over nothing.
Okay, so rather than asking you about the Super Bowl this year, that wasn't one of the questions, but you're going all the way.
I'm going with the Vikings.
The Vikings, all
At
the
least
way.
till after tomorrow.
I suppose I should ask a question for everybody then. Super Bowl, the Vikings. Okay, so we'll put that down as a follow-up question. All right, well, take off your mic, and we're going to ask our next contestant, who is going to be competing for Prognosticator of the Year. No prizes anymore. We're just going to have the honor or the distinction to be the Prognosticator of the Year. So we're going to be asking Jeff Zook, Jeff Zook, to join us here in a second. Again, if you want to follow along and make notes on this and see how well you do, we look at this again this time next year. It's just a little bit of fun. So here comes Jeff Zook. He's our engineer here at the studio. He does all the sound checks and makes us all look really cool on camera by flipping things on all these buttons, and tells the cameraman how to adjust the cameras. And you're sort of like the boss man back there.
Director.
The director.
I think it's the title they put up for me.
Okay. All right, so you heard Randy plowing through these psychic predictions, so you have a little feel maybe already what's going to happen here. So, are you ready?
Yes,
All right.
let's do this.
All right, let's do this. So, anything interesting new in your life before we do that?
Yeah, I had. It was quite a little journey, but I had a new grandson.
Yes.
He was born at 26 weeks and a couple of days, which is extremely premature.
Yeah.
He was born at 1 pound 3 ounces.
Oh my gosh!
And Stacy sent me some pictures here the other day. He is now considered a newborn. He is over 6.5 pounds.
Oh my gosh! And his name is
Stefan Michael.
Stefan. Beautiful. All right. So here we go. You're vying for Prognosticator of the Year here at Chautauqua Sunrise. All right. Democrats will nominate either Elizabeth Warren or Michael Bloomberg. I mean, that's it. One of the two. That's what she's saying. Nobody else. Biden's out. Everybody else. These are one of the two.
Probably.
So that,
yes.
Yes. So you agree with that. All right. I was surprised to see that there a lot of people were saying a dark horse was going to come up through.
And I think it's going to be Bloomberg.
I think so. Okay, we'll see.
He's gonna work on it. If I follow right, he's skipping some of the early campaign voting stops and just concentrating on the ones that are the most prominent, or whatever you want to call it.
Largest population areas and things like that. Yeah. Okay. All right. Next one. Now, even though we won't be able to necessarily know this, well, maybe we will, but I don't think we will know the full extent of this one. Trump will be elected or reelected, but won't finish the second term.
I kind of wonder if he's going to finish the first one.
Okay.
But
These are hard.
yeah,
But the psychics, like I said, I scanned a few, and they think he's going to be reelected.
I think that's the popular thing. So, but I'll go with no.
So you disagree?
I disagree.
All right. So you think somebody else is going to be elected? Okay. Gold is presently at $1,511. They're saying it's going to go up to $1,650 an ounce. That's quite a bit.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Okay. I asked that question because that's usually an indicator of the economy. And usually when gold goes up, the market goes down. So I think they're saying maybe it's going to slow down. I don't know. Okay. Heat wave in New York City this summer will cause an electrical shutdown. How do they know this stuff?
Yeah, I'll agree with that one.
All right. You've taken a different path than Randy. You disagreed with that.
Well, there's the population keeps growing, and our infrastructure,
millions and millions. It's not keeping
our
up.
infrastructure doesn't keep up, and I would say that's a definite possibility. So I would
Yeah,
agree.
well, they're having brownouts out in California, so I can imagine that
California Electric or whatever the company is out there shut down huge areas with fires and stuff.
I
This
saw
year
that.
too.
Oh boy. Okay, the Swedish young woman, 16-year-old Greta Thunberg, or Thunberg, I'm not exactly sure how to say that. Nobody has given me the pronunciation.
Thunberg, I think it is.
Thunberg with a T.
Thun.
Oh, Thunberg. Okay.
Thunberg.
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 Thunberg will receive the Nobel Peace Prize for her work on climate change.
No.
No, you disagree with that. How come? Not high enough. Not a little too early.
Even though she was Times Person of the Year, I don't think she's going to fall into that category.
Not yet, maybe. Okay. All right. Peace treaty signed in the Middle East.
They do it all the time.
So, you agree or disagree?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that one, and that's all it said was peace treaty signed in the Middle East. I go, well, between whom? All right. Trump will invite Kim Jong-un to Mar-a-Lago.
He might invite, but I doubt if he's going to show up. So I'll agree.
Still agree. Okay. You and Randy are like on different pages here. All right, the best picture of the year at the Academy Awards, and we're going to find out here in February, I understand, will be The Irishman. I have to check that one out. I'm part Irish.
That's a new release. I don't think it's. I don't even think it's really been released.
I don't know.
I think. I'm not sure. No.
No. So you disagree.
I disagree.
Mobile phones will have universal translation.
What do you? I know they've got. I know there's some. I will agree with that. There are some out there. If you remember the commercial with the little girl talking to the reindeer.
That's right.
Yes.
I forgot about her. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
They don't have reindeer on there yet.
No, not reindeer yet. It's a different dialect.
But I think they do have about a half a dozen different languages out there.
So I wonder how that works. You just push a button and they talk, and then it translates it right on the spot. I'd love to have that when I travel. You know, sometimes when you're out for dinner, things don't quite come back the right way. Did I order this?
The way you expect. Yes. Sometimes that happens here, too.
I need this at home. Does this translate husband or wife?
Oh, yeah.
There's days where I just say, I have no idea what you're talking about because my brain is mush. Oh, dear. Japan to complete building a robotic lunar outpost. I didn't even know they were working on one.
I didn't either. I'll go with Randy. I don't think we're there yet.
Okay.
We can probably do it, or they can probably do it, but I don't think we're there yet.
Not yet. We're 2020. Okay. And then the Broncos or the Chargers will sign Tom Brady.
He's going to retire in a year or so.
So you disagree with that?
I disagree.
All right. 42 years old and he's still getting beat up. Oh, boy.
He's going to retire. He's losing a step every once in a while.
Oh, thank goodness. The team everybody loves to hate. Okay. Too funny. Okay. Houston Astros to win the World Series this coming year.
I have no clue.
I didn't know they were an upcoming team. That's not who I would have thought of. So, agree or disagree?
I know they do well, but I'll agree.
Okay. And then, will they find real treasure at Oak Island?
I think it's probably already gone. So I disagree.
So you say no.
They will probably find evidence there was a treasure there, but I don't think they're going to find a large.
They're going to find empty Amazon boxes
all over the place. It's just that's the way it is.
Was here, gone. Okay, and Randy took a poetic license here, and he put in another question of who's going to win the Super Bowl this year. So I'll throw that out to you. Have any guesses?
Baltimore.
Oh, the Ravens. All right.
Yes.
They are tough. All right.
They are tough. They are right at the moment. They are probably top of the league. But on any given day, anybody can win. So
absolutely. Well, my feeling this year is that the entire league, with a couple of exceptions, is more balanced this year. You don't have a lot of those like 16-1 teams. It's more like 10-5, 9 whatever.
Yeah.
And you look across the division, and it's a little bit more balanced that way. So that's fun. All right. So best of luck, and maybe you too will be the prognosticator of the year for 2020. We're going to find out for 2019 here in a little while. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Chris won one year. Did you win one year, or did you tie? I can't remember.
Not sure.
I never. You won. Yeah, I never win this. I'm always off. So, but I think this will be a little bit easier because we can add this up easier. It's more objective than subjective. I mean, did I really grow hair? No, I don't think I really grew hair. All right, so we're going to say goodbye to Jeff, and thank you, and we're going to invite Justin, the cameraman, and my concierge, Justin Burt's going to join us now.
All right.
So we're going to switch out.
Happy New Year.
All right, well, thank you. Thanks for all the good work you do here. Jeff and I are already getting things lined up for our ride to Roswell. And what are we going to do, a 40-miler? 40-miler country. Looking at it. All right, so that's coming up. So we're going to be talking more about that. So I want to invite Justin Burt back to the show. He's always on the other side of the camera. So good morning, Justin.
Good morning, Doc.
How are you? Looking very spiffy with your tie there.
Thank you.
All right.
I try.
You try. So got a lot of competition here with your dad and your brother in being a prognosticator. Blow them away. Okay. So you've been listening to some of the questions here, but hey, what's interesting in your life lately? Anything new?
No, not really.
You always are reading books. What's your favorite book this year? Anything special?
This year I have been working on Murder, She Wrote series.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Who's the author of that?
Jessica Fletcher.
Oh, Jessica Fletcher. All right. Murder, She Wrote. But that was Angela, what's her name?
Lansbury.
Lansbury. There was a Berry on the end. But she's the one that portrayed
She was the actress in the TV series.
Is this English series? The actual writer, is she English or American? I don't even know.
Well, although Jessica Fletcher is on the books, most of them were written by a man named Don Blaine.
Oh, this is his nom de plume.
Yeah,
Okay.
sort of.
Okay. But are they based in America or?
Yeah.
Okay. So
It's just like the TV show, just in a book.
Okay. Well, sometimes the BBC has their own
Yeah.
version of these things, so I wasn't sure.
I mean, she goes over to England in some of them. She's in, Midwest.
Wherever they need her. Murder, She
She's
Wrote.
been over in San Francisco.
Is this series done now, or I don't
No.
even? Oh, she continues to write.
While the man Don Blaine has passed away, someone else has picked up the series.
Okay.
There was a transition between him and another person as he was aging, and then this other person has taken up and has continued writing them.
Oh, interesting. I did not know that.
So there are still new books. I believe one or two of them came out this year.
I didn't even know the series was based on books. That's what's fun about talking to you guys. I always
The
learn
TV
something.
series was first,
Oh,
and then they spun it off into books.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
They started in the early 90s, I believe.
Okay. Well, very cool. Okay, are you ready?
suppose so.
Attempt to be the prognosticator for 2020 here at Chautauqua Sunrise. All right, Justin, here we go. The Democrats will nominate either Elizabeth Warren or Michael Bloomberg for president, as opposed to Joe Biden or anybody else that's
I'm
out there.
going to disagree and say they're going to keep with Biden.
Okay, so you're hanging with Joe. All right. Trump will be reelected but won't finish second term.
I agree that he'll be reelected, but I believe he'll continue on for
Okay.
his whole second term.
Yeah, and we won't know the answer to that one until
Yeah.
for a long time. Well, maybe for a long time. We don't know. But at this point, he'll be reelected, according to you. You're the only one that agrees with that. The others are disagreeing. So we'll see. So this could be your extra point here. Gold will rise to 1650 as opposed to where it's at right now, 1511.
I don't think so.
Wow.
That just seems to be a little bit higher than,
Possible, huh?
yeah.
All right. Now this one is the interesting one too. Is New York City this summer? It's going to get hot down there. They're going to have a heat wave, and it's going to cause an electrical shutdown for the whole city.
That's quite possible.
So you agree with that?
Yeah.
That's pretty scary when you think of all those people in those high rises, people that need air conditioning, people that are, you know, medically fragile. So, yeah, okay. Greta Thunberg will receive the Nobel Peace Prize. 16 years old, spoke to the UN.
Honestly, I don't think so. The Nobel Peace Prize just doesn't seem like something that's handed out all that often.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And with climate change, there's still people out there that'll refuse to believe it is, and it's happening.
You like 57 degrees in the middle of Christmas vacation. Pretty warm out there.
Yeah, but there's still some people who just believe
won't.
that that's that.
That's that. All right. Cyclical, perhaps. All right. Peace treaty signed in the Middle East.
Maybe with Russia against the U.S. Wouldn't surprise me.
Russia's not in the Middle East.
Well, you know, everyone's always looking for a partner somewhere, so, you know.
Oh, you're saying there's going to be like a deal with all of them
Oh,
together?
yeah.
Oh, so you agree with that? All right. I see what you're saying. All right.
I mean, you know, everyone over there seems to hate us, so they might as well just team up.
All right. So there'll be some kind of a peace treaty. All right. I'm sure that you're on the short list for this. Trump will invite you and no, not you. Trump will invite Kim Jong-un to Mar-a-Lago.
Sure. Whether anything actually happens, who knows?
Can you imagine the security if he did that? Holy mackerel. Academy Awards in February, I believe. The best picture of the year will be The Irishman. Have you heard of this movie?
I have not.
Maybe we should.
Well,
we're gonna
I may have seen a commercial on TV at
I
one
looked that
point,
up. Yeah.
but I did just recently look it up during the show.
Oh, you already did your
yeah.
homework, and
Yeah, I'll agree.
do you know what it's about besides being an Irishman? I mean, is it a war movie? What is it?
It's, you know, criminal organization stuff,
Like-
hitmen and
Oh,
crime families and all that good old American movies.
oh, right.
That's what it is.
Oh, okay. Woo. So it's probably a action.
Yes. I'm going with that.
All right.
yes.
Technology, I know, is you and Chris's favorite. Mobile phones will have universal translation.
I don't see why not.
Wonder how that works.
I mean, you could simply Google search something in one language and have it translate into another.
But this would be right on the spot. If I was sitting with somebody that didn't speak English, they could say something and it'll translate it for me right then and there.
I don't see why there wouldn't be a way to do that.
How cool would that be? Maybe we could have Randy Burt language for you when you're talking to your dad. I've noticed sometimes you two don't understand each other. Or
Well,
Chris
that's
Burt
just because he's old.
Japan to complete the building of a robotic lunar outpost.
Sure.
Sure.
Sounds good.
You really are fighting the tradition here already.
Well, that's all right.
All right.
I mean, even robots need something to do.
Even robots need love. Send them to the moon. Okay.
And at least if they're on the moon, they won't be taking over the Earth.
That's true. Taking your job. Broncos or Chargers are going to sign Brady.
I don't think so.
All right. We have 100% so far that agree with that. What's going to happen to him, do you think? Jeff thinks he's going to retire and just call it a day. Think he's going to keep playing?
Yeah.
I don't think
Let's
so.
go with keep playing.
Well,
keep cheating.
it's not a question here. I
Keep
just was
cheating.
wondering. Well, no. Okay.
Maybe they'll catch 'em.
World Series. Houston Astros to win the World Series.
Sure.
You agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Do you have a favorite baseball team?
No, not really. But, you know, might as well go with the Yankees.
Oh, so
I'm
you're
in New York.
All right, but the Astros are going to win this World Series next year. That's
Yeah.
a long ways away. Okay, a lot of baseball games between now and then. Okay, my question: will they find real treasure on Oak Island?
I will have to say that, you know, history is the real treasure.
Oh, Well, let me define real treasure here. I'm talking about gold, gems, jewels, Shakespearean manuscripts.
Well, I don't think it's fair that you're changing it all of a sudden.
No, I said real treasure.
History is real treasure.
So is it yes? Do you agree? Yes or no then?
Yes.
All right. So you're saying yes. All right. You're padding your answer here. All right. So since
you just changed the question.
I would.
Real treasure
Real
is now
treasure.
all of a sudden specifically the gold, the jewels, and all this stuff.
All right. You prognosticators are tough to deal with. Okay, Super Bowl. Since your dad started this question, he's got the Vikings. Jeff's got the Ravens. Who do you have?
I'm going to go with the Dolphins. They lost most of their games. They can still win, right?
Oh, that's right. You're a Dolphin fan. I forgot.
No, that's Chris. I'm the
that's-
Chicago Bears fan.
Oh.
But,
You're going to go with Miami?
yeah, just for now.
This could cost
Just
you
for now.
the title next year. You realize that? All right. Well, thank you for joining us.
Oh, yeah.
And you got any special project coming up for the 2020?
Try to lose weight and keep it off this time.
It's tough. It is tough, isn't it? It's easy to put on, but it's hard to come off. Well, Justin, thanks for all your work behind the
yes.
scenes. And as I tell people, he's my concierge. He gives everybody coffee. He makes sure coats get put where they're supposed to. And you should, yep, there you go. There's the cup. And like last week, it was like you're corralling people and getting people to sit in.
Definitely last week was busy. Trying to find chairs for everyone.
Right, well, you're a good man, Justin Burt.
I try.
So, well, good luck on your prognostication, and maybe you will be the prognosticator of the year 2019 or 2020. So we'll see. We're going to have to post that on our board here.
Oh, yeah.
A place of honor. So thanks a lot. Well, folks, I hope you're keeping track of these answers. These are tough questions or predictions. Again, if you have a comment or question, or you want to just call in with your own predictions, we'd love to have you tell us what you think. So right now we got Chris Burt, the brother of Justin, who was just on, and son of Randy. He is our station director here when I'm on the air. So welcome to the show, Chris, and how are you?
I'm doing okay.
Doing okay. And you've had a busy year this year over at the Board of Elections, haven't you?
Yeah, we can get a little busy. Next year will be even worse, though. So.
Well, next year we've got the governor, right? Governor race?
No, we just got the president, the vice president. We have locally, we'll have county executive, and we have the district attorney.
DA, all right.
We have Congress. We have our local senators, our local assemblymen.
Oh, Georgia's got to run all over again then. Oh,
yeah, we've got all sorts of people running next year.
Well, I know they had you running pretty good this year, and with all kinds of
and then, of course, the general election is like close to double what we've been seeing in the past couple of years.
Right,
so.
right. Really, people. Well, and that's a good thing. People should get
who
out
knows what the presidential election will do? Maybe every single registered voter will come out in Chautauqua County. You never know.
How many registered voters are there?
About 76,000.
76,000 people, but only a small portion vote, though, right?
Usually about 40%. Next year we'll
let's see if we can get
80,
about
80 at least.
Wow. All right. Well, great. Well, thanks for all your work down there, because I know that a lot of people don't realize there's a lot of behind-the-scenes work. All right, Chris, you brought the results in, I think, from last year. Do you have any?
We'll see if Jeff can bring them up.
All right. Oh, we have a screen. Oh, all right.
Yeah,
So, Jeff, can you bring up 2019 prognosticator of the year here? See if that comes up. Uh-oh, here we go.
So white or green Christmas. Justin thought it was going to be muddy. My dad thought it would be green, but I think we can consider it a white Christmas.
I would go
I mean,
quiet over there.
There was snow.
There was snow on the ground.
It definitely wasn't muddy, and it definitely wasn't green.
Right.
So.
We had white, depending on where you live. Okay, next question.
The next question, we asked if they're going to legalize marijuana this year. Justin's the only one who got it because they didn't actually pass anything to legalize marijuana this year in New York State.
So we're all right. So it looks like we're even, because he didn't, or at least I got 1 and 1. Uh-oh. Oh!
The wall. My dad was the only one that thought they were going to build the wall this year, but they did not build the wall this year.
I got 2 out of 3.
They've been fixing the wall that's already there, but they did not build the new wall.
Okay, true.
This one, no one got. Everybody thought they were going to induct the 10,000 Maniacs.
We were hoping, Steve and Dennis, we were hoping for you.
We're all on a playing fields here.
All right, so we got that one right. All right, so it's even. Well, maybe next year. Oh, what's
An
it?
economic recession. Well, you, Justin, and Emerald thought there would be one, but
It took a dip, but then whoop, we came right back up
it
again.
just keeps coming back.
Keeps
so
coming back,
the
so
point
no
is, as
recession.
long as the beginning of the year is lower than the end of the year,
Yeah,
then it's not a recession.
not a recession. All right,
So
I'm losing ground here. Uh-oh.
we had 4 teams that made the wild cards, and then my brother and I chose the Bears. They didn't
The
really even
Bears.
get there, so at least somebody has cards in the,
But none of
the
us.
game.
But none of us wanted the Super Bowl, right? Just got the wild card.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. And what else we got?
And then we had our resolutions, and of course I didn't go around and
I
ask
didn't-
everybody.
I didn't
can
make it.
tell you, I did go to Washington D.C. My dad did retire,
Yep.
but when you add it all up, though, everybody but Justin and my dad have 3,
Yeah.
and Justin and my dad have 2.
So
There really isn't a
there's
winner.
no clear winner.
There's no clear
All right,
winner.
All right, so we'll try. All right, so nobody's going to claim the title this year. All right, well, let's keep going because we're down to 8 minutes here, and I want to make sure we get your answers here. Well, Chris, thanks for tabulating that. And hopefully this year it'll be just as easy with the chart I put together. All right, Chris, as you know, you are either agreeing or disagreeing with the internet psychic. So here we go. Democrats will nominate either Elizabeth Warren or Michael Bloomberg for president of the United States.
I disagree.
You disagree. You going with Joe?
I strongly disagree.
Oh.
It'll be somebody.
Somebody else.
Other than those 2.
Oh, all right. So you're going with the dark horse. The once you must. There's another psychic that says it's going to be somebody else. Trump will be reelected but won't finish second term.
I disagree.
You disagree. All right. So you're saying he's not going to be elected.
Well, he'll be elected. He'll complete his entire term.
Oh, you're going the other half. All right. Gold will hit 1650.
I don't think it's going to quite hit there again next
So
year.
you disagree?
I disagree.
You got more disagrees already than anybody else. Heat wave in New York City this summer to cause an electrical shutdown.
The entire city, no. If it's just a small subset of the city, that happens, I think, every year. So I disagree.
You and your brother are a lot alike. Swedish climate change enthusiast and supporter.
Here, I'll give you this so you can understand. This is straight from her mouth.
What?
She pronounces it Thunberg.
Thunberg. What? Thunberg?
Thunberg. That's the Swedish pronunciation.
All right.
Thornburg is essentially the American bastardization of it.
All right. So, Greta, will she get the Nobel
You got that part.
Will she get the Nobel Peace Prize?
I disagree.
You disagree. Do you realize you have 5 disagrees in a row? You're not going to get along with the psychic at all. Peace treaty signed in the Middle East.
No.
No. You're being consistent. Trump will invite Kim Jong-un to Mar-a-Lago.
To Mar-a-Lago? No.
Disagree.
He might invite him somewhere else, but no
Not
one's
to his,
ever going to show
not
up
to Florida.
anyways.
All right. The Irishman will win the Best Picture of the Year at the Academy Awards.
No, I just don't think that it's going to win.
Wow. All right. I think you're going to agree on this one. This will be your only one I think you'll agree on. Mobile phones will have universal translation.
Built in? No. There's always an app for that, but it's not built in. It's not like you can just say, "Hey Siri, tell me what they just said."
Oh, not yet.
Not yet.
All right. Japan to complete building a robotic lunar outpost.
I will say I will agree with this because I don't think they're actually building it on the moon. They're going to build it here as a test
And then
before building it on
Oh,
the moon.
all right. So, all
So
right.
I will actually agree with that one.
All right, so you found a technicality. You guys you're beating me up here. All right, Broncos or Chargers will sign Tom Brady.
The Bills are going to sign him.
Oh, the Bills. So you disagree with that one. All right.
They really need the help, so they're gonna go out
That's
there.
what we need. All right, 42-year-old quarterback. Houston Astros to win World Series.
Sure, why not?
Sure, all right. So you're on a roll here. Will they find real treasure at Oak Island?
No.
No.
It's like the Loch Ness Monster or Bigfoot. Oh, your friend there, he knows where Bigfoot is, so maybe he can help him.
Super Bowl. Who's going to win this year?
This year, it'll be the Patriots again.
Oh, my gosh. All right. So you have a strange format here. So a couple of agreements. All right. Mark, okay, anything new in your life that's coming up, Chris, that you want to share? What's going on?
I'm going to try and go to Europe this year. I'm going to drag my brother to Europe.
Where are you going to go?
We're going to try and go to Madrid, Paris, and Rome.
Oh my gosh, how are you going to do it?
It'll be 3 days in Rome, 3 days in Paris, and 3 days in Madrid.
So by train, by tour?
All flying.
All flying, okay. Well, I'll give you...
Nothing specific in the middle. We'll just figure it out as we go. But
You can take Justin?
Mm-hmm. My dad, he won't get a passport anymore, so I can't take him.
All right, well...
He wouldn't last on a plane anyways, with that long flying.
So. It's only 7 hours. Take a little Dramamine, watch it. I'm a 3-movie guy. That's how long it takes me to get to your 3 movies.
He would live in the restroom at his age, so...
Chris! I'm older than you! 3 movies. All right. Well, thanks for your responses and all the hard work you do here at the studio.
You're welcome.
And I'm going to wrap things up here with my own agreements or disagreements. So you take care, and we'll see how you do in Europe. That'll be an interesting report. All right. That was Chris Burt, our station director. Well, we're in session here. All right. So you heard from the crew. They're all over the board here, so we'll see who comes up with the best this year. So Democrats will nominate either Warren or Bloomberg. I'm going to go with yes. I'm going to agree because I have a feeling Bloomberg might sneak in there. Trump will be reelected. The psychics have all been saying he will, and I'm going to agree with that. That'll happen. I don't know if he'll finish his second term. Gold will hit 1650. Yeah, I'm going to go with that one. I think it's on the rise. Heat wave in New York City. Scary enough. I think that's a possibility. After seeing what's going on in California and other parts of the country, as we were saying, the infrastructure is not doing very, very well and really needs some upgrades. Greta Thunberg to get the Nobel Peace Prize. I think she's done some real good work. I think she's made a lot of people aware of her concerns as a 16-year-old and the generations behind us. But I don't know, Peace Prize. I'm going to disagree with that, but she probably is certainly worthy of it, but maybe in a couple of years. Peace treaty in the Middle East, I'm going to say no. I just don't know if they're ever going to get that figured out. Trump to invite Kim Jong-un to Mar-a-Lago. I think he'll invite him, I think, as somebody else said, but I don't think he's going to get there, so I'm going to disagree. I don't think he's going to get there. The Irishman, well, sure, I'm going to agree with that. I'm part Irish, so why not? But you say it's about gangsters, huh? Oh, boy, oh, boy.
Yeah, Robert De Niro in it.
Robert De Niro's in it. Oh, okay.
Al Pacino.
Pacino's in it? Oh, my gosh. Mobile phones will have universal translation. Well, after you told me about the reindeer thing, I'll have to agree with that. That would be cool. Japan to complete a building of a robotic lunar outpost. Sure, I think that they can do that. Broncos or Chargers to sign Brady. Wow. I'm going to say no because I think he's going to be a Patriot through and through, and I don't think he's going to go anywhere. I think he's just going to retire, as Jeff said. Houston Astros to win the World Series. I'm going to disagree. I'm going to say the San Francisco Giants, my team. Will they find real treasure at Oak Island? Well, I agree with Justin. I think there's going to be treasure that will be interesting, historically, but with the real treasure, I'm going to say no. I'm going to agree with Jeff, on the other hand, saying there's not the treasure that I had in mind, like gold and silver. I think it's all gone. I think they've already found it, and they're just going to find empty casks, unfortunately. Super Bowl for this year, wow. That's a tough question because I wasn't thinking about it ahead of time. And I will go with the Ravens with Jeff because I think they're been a really tough team, although I would love to see the Bills. Folks, I hope you enjoyed listening to our show today. Hopefully you wrote down your answers, and we'll see how you did next year when we do this again. So I want to wish you all the best in 2020 and a Happy New Year. Take care, and we're going to be here next Saturday right here at Chautauqua Sunrise on 1301. Take care. Have a great weekend and enjoy the warmer weather that we're experiencing.